Jeopardy! Fans were floored when 21-time winner Cris Pannullo lost on Monday's episode to newcomer Andy Tirrell in a shocking upset. But Andy, who lost one game later, is far from the first contestant to offroad a big winner only to run out of gas. The contestant who beat Cris Pannullo lost one game laterNANCY ZERG. The Realtor from California ousted the game show's most famous contestant after 7 months. 74 wins, and $2.50 in 2004, still the longest Jeopardy! Streak to this day. Now host Ken Jennings, 48, not only missed both Daily Double Clues, that fateful episode, but also infamously flubbed the Final Jeopardy question by writing FedEx instead of H&R Block. Ken showed there were no hard feelings as he hugged Nancy on stage, and the crowd gave them a standing ovation. Ken later met up with Nancy per his website, and they hilariously held up signs of his incorrect response and her correct one. "I thought, somebody is going to beat him, and it might as well be me," Nancy later told the New York Post. "I watched some of the other players' attitudes, and they lost the game in the parking garage before they even got to the studio." Nancy lost one game later. Dave Madden boasts 8th most money won in regular season play with $420K. He was beaten by Victoria after his 19th win. The Georgia musician who now hosts The Chase made a smart Final Jeopardy! Wager and took out the champ in 2005. He had the longest streak after Ken, with a 20-win, $428,100 streak in 2014. Julia Collins was the highest-earning female Jeopardy! Champion for a long time. Amy Schneider has credited Julia as a huge inspiration. The trailblazer was taken out by Brian, an investment manager. "If it helps dispel the idea that women aren't as good Jeopardy! Players as men, that would be great," Julia said after her streak. "It's good to see women being applauded for being smart." Brian immediately lost his next game. Matt Jackson won 13 consecutive games and earned $413,612 in 2015, which is still the 9th highest amount won on the show. Michael Baker, a travel editor from New York, beat him and was eliminated, indeed, one night later. The big personality boasting Austin lost after 13 wins and more than $400K. Scarlett Sims beat him by a scant $51. The full-time mom from Tennessee lost one game later. James Halshauer won 32 games and $2.40 in 2019. Second only to Ken, changing the game by seeking out daily doubles and going all in on them. The former professional poker ace boasts not just the highest winning amount in a single game, but all top 10 of the highest amounts ever. Emma Boettcher from Georgia, who wrote her thesis on Jeopardy! For the book Questions in the Form of Answers by Claire McNear, stunned viewers when she rolled up and beat him. That game was the most well-played in Jeopardy! History, as it was one missed response away of perfection. The third contestant up there had also been auditioning for years, and while a perfect score has never happened on the game show, that episode was the closest. The match has the highest so-called group Coriette score of all time. All three even got Final Jeopardy! Correct, but Emma out-wagered James.